This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Box it. Nice, sweetheart.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open down. 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2nd down.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
To Aaron Jones.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic, boys, 52.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Danielle Hunter. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Open here, Adam Thielen. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Newton. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Here, how about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. But Dalvin Cook's best game of 2019 came against these Packers. It was in Week 2 early in the season, but he had 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground, though his Vikings actually wound up falling 21-16 at Lambeau. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, here's Newton. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up.
Here's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Newton, and that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Play action, it's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
3-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and he hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14, Vikings nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A give to Cook out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third and 2, Newton. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Cook. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, Newton. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To the air again, Newton. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
Green Bay.
A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 42 yards. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Packers 21. Vikings nothing.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Newton. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Mike 42, check.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back. Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Makes the score Packers 28, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
On 1st down, Newton. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
A final shot before the break. Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's on the keeper. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
That's good.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Jones. And the Packers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check three.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Mike 42, check.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Then into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Out of the gun, Newton. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run good for 24 yards. With that last pass, he just went ahead of Warren Moon on the all-time NFL career passing yards list.
And that's Hall of Famer Warren Moon. A significant accomplishment to be able to pass that number. Somewhere Warren is saying, but what if they added my Canada yardage? Right? My time in the Canadian Football League, that's 21,000 more yards that could be added to Warren's yards total.
In the NFL, he had 49,325, and now you're looking at a man that is very close to 50,000. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Rodgers now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Rodgers again now. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers continue to roll. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Complete.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of
17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Vikings first down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Packers 42, Vikings nothing.
From the gun, here's Newton. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
At the 40
line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. The shotgun snap for Newton. And this one is incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver, go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this. That's the right. That's the left.
Here's Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Juan Winfield.
Hey, take 26.
To throw again. Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, he was trying to make something happen there outside of the pocket, but ultimately what did happen was a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he held on to it for a long time, didn't he? As you talked about trying to make something happen, hoping something would come open, but it didn't. Ends up shuttling it off, ends up going for negative play.
It's caught. Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Packers 49, Vikings nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. On 1st and 10, Newton. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Complete.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down, Vikings.
Go, tackle, let's go. We got this. We got this. And we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
From the gun, Newton. And my goodness, another interception. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
At the Vikings 5.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones.
Rodgers.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
8-yard line.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point try now for Crosby. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Packers 56, Vikings nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Packers 63, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot.
50. Hey, you block over here. Zoom. 42. Go.
Rodgers looking to throw. Rolling to his right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 13.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Box it. Get 300.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
70.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 23-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
There we go. 37's the Mike 37. Watch the run.
Newton. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Ready? 180. Mike 37. Here we go. Gun.
One last throw here for Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos
Thomas with a pick, and that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Green Bay, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.